This is the story of Squanto and the first Thanksgiving in America.
Squanto was born 1580 in the Pawtucket people who occupy lands in present days Massachusetts and Rhode Island, although little is known about Squanto's early life. He was kidnapped from his New England home in 1614 by Thomas Hunt, who took Squanto to the Mediterranean port of Malaga, Spain, to be sold into slavery. Squanto was rescued by Spanish monks. Squanto then found his way to England and worked for a shipbuilder in London. While in England, Squanto learned English and the customs of the Europeans. Squanto was able to find passage home in 1619 on his trip to North America, only to find that his people had been wiped out by diseases.
The Pawtucket tribe had been wiped out, and Squanto was deeply upset. During the spring of 1621. Squanto was brought to the newly founded Pilgrim settlement of Plymouth by Somerset, an Indian who had been befriended by the English settlers. Squanto, who had been living with the Wampanoag people since his return from England, soon became a member of the Plymouth colony because Squanto was fluent with English. Governor William Bradford made him his Indian emissary, and he then served as interpreter for Edward Winslow and the Pilgrim during his meeting with the chief of the Wampanoag people.
Squanto finally settled with Pilgrims at the site of his former village, which the English named Plymouth. It is a commonly held belief that he helped them recover from an extremely hard first winter by teaching them the native method of maize cultivation. This story claimed a method that utilized local fish to fertilize crops.
In 1621, Squanto was the guide and translator for settlers Stephen Hopkins and Edward Winslow, as they traveled upland on a diplomatic mission to the Wampanoag and another mission for Governor William Bradford that summer. Squanto was captured by Wampanoags while gathering information on a neighboring tribe. Bradford arranged a 10-man team of settlers from Plymouth to rescue Squanto, if he were alive or if he had been dead, to avenge him. Squanto was found alive and while he was welcomed back by Pilgrims at Plymouth, where he continued in his vital role as assistant to the colony.
Because Squanto could speak English and he was friends with the Pilgrims, he was able to bring those two groups together.
In 1621, Squanto, along with the Pilgrims and other Indians, had turkey, fish, maize, and potatoes during their first Thanksgiving in America. In 1622, Squanto died while serving as a guide to Governor Bradford on an expedition around Cape Cod.